What's on your mind today, Cheyenne?
MLS is back.
I heard that. Are you excited to watch soccer again?
Yeah, but MLS is back. It's this stupid name the league came up with for the tournament.
And what about that bothers you?
Well, it's unimaginative. It's also happening in the worst state in the country right now, hot and sticky Orlando, Florida. I'm just worried that this will be the last Major League Soccer for the rest of the year. This bastardized World Cup that I can't even watch in person.
And what feelings are coming up as you're saying all of this?
Well, I'm tired. All the games are at like 10 or 11 o'clock at night.
But deeper than that, below the surface, I know we talked about a desire to return to normalcy. Would you rather there be no soccer? Prioritize rest instead?
No, I'm enjoying it. 2020 was supposed to be Chris Wondolowski's last season. They were going to do this big send-off, and I don't even know if it's going to happen anymore.
Surely the last year of someone's job doesn't dictate the legend of their entire career. He'll be remembered for other things.
Yeah, the 2014 World Cup, and I'm so sick of it. I'm so tired of the disrespect.
Cheyenne, people are going to remember him however they want to. Only you can control how you remember him. We've talked about this. This isn't even your soccer career. You don't even know him.
I know, I want him to have a real final season. If it's not real, then he won't make his goal-scoring record untouchable. And then 2 years from now, someone's going to come along and break it, and then they're going to forget all about Chris Wondolowski.
Have you tweeted at him about it?
No.
Major League Soccer players are like B-list celebrities. I'm sure he'd see a tweet of yours if you got even a modicum of traction with it. You've said so yourself. Young and single players slide into your DMs all the time.
Well, that was like 3 or 4 players, and I don't even know where Mixed Discrude plays anymore.
Well, let's move on and talk about something that brings you joy.
Wondo has scored 3 times off the bench in the tournament so far. I feel like the Earthquakes are doing really well.
And what about DC United?
I don't want to talk about it.
Are you ready?
Last May, Wondo not only broke Landon Donovan's all-time MLS goals record of 145, he shattered it, scoring 4 goals at home in a match against Chicago Fire, the first time he accomplished that feat in his entire career. I panicked thinking 2019 might be his final season, and I hadn't gone to San Jose to see him play at home. So when they announced this big Wondo Day they'd be doing on June 8th, I literally booked a flight, a hotel, and I traveled all by myself to California.
Take one of those, thank you. 145, 146, 47 and 48, 49. Oh my gosh, and 150.
I sent a super last-minute email to Alex Abramson with the team and asked to see if I could get a quick stadium tour. I've done a few since this trip, and each with a different approach and experience. Alex is an account executive, and we met a few hours before the game started, so the tour was very similar to one you'd receive if you were interested in either season tickets or a group game day experience. And honestly, I'm really glad it was. Avaya Stadium was built with the fan in mind, and there are half a dozen different options for groups who want an elevated game day experience.
When the pandemic first hit, there was no word on whether or not Chris Wondolowski would keep 2020 as his final season. But in May, when The Californian interviewed him for an article on life off the field and during quarantine, he had this to say: "I just want to see what's happening and see what the actual plan is. You know, I want to get out there. I don't know what the cards hold for next year, so I'm just hoping for another minute to try and give everything I can. I was definitely 100% this year was going to be my last, but I might slightly crack the door 10% and see what happens. I can say that I can't fully close the door on it right now." Since then, MLS is back with the MLS is Back tournament, and the Earthquakes are currently in the quarterfinals. In an interview with Taylor Twellman, Chris Wondolowski continued this sentiment on keeping the door open for 2021. "I was pretty set on this being my last year," Chris Wondolowski said, "and I want to put everything I have into this being my last year, but I can honestly say I'm going to reevaluate at the end. I didn't think I was going to do that at the beginning of the year, and even 4 months ago, I didn't think I was going to reevaluate, but just right now, yeah, I think I might reevaluate at the end, but I'm pretty content with this being my last year. I do want to say that." That sounds like asking a sitting senator if they're planning on running for re-election. The answer is not there, and yet it's kind of there. At this point in the video, if you are not Chris Wondolowski, I need you to keep scrolling, or exit out of the tab, shut your computer off. Don't worry, I'll wait. Okay, I think everyone's gone now. Hey, Chris, how's the bubble? You guys have been crushing it. Congrats on all the goals. 2020 has, of course, been weird for us all, but I was thinking, you're 37, I know, and if 2021 is your last season, you'd be 38, which I understand is pretty old. But in the MLS is Back tournament, in less than favorable weather, less than favorable circumstances, and games that are like way past your bedtime, you've actually been thriving. It's like 2012 all over again.
It's incredible.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Nightmare for me.
Thank you.
Except for this time, you're not even starting games, and yet you have the highest goals per 90 minutes average right now. So I did the math. If this persists in full, you have the opportunity to score 204 goals next regular season. And I know that's crazy, but if you did even a quarter of that, that would be 51 goals in significantly less time spent on the field, by the way, because yes, you'll need to rest a lot more. Again, you'll be 38. Logistically speaking, there's just no way San Jose would trade you next year if you continued to play, so you could stay in California with your family. Your wife clearly understands greatness because she married you, and she knows that you need to make your MLS goal scoring record completely untouchable, because if 2 or 3 years from now, someone like Joseph Martinez comes and shatters it, what? Come on, he's not Mr. MLS. He plays pretty soccer. That's not Major League Soccer. You gotta hold that record for the next several decades, at least. And I know the pandemic has been weird. I know your career has been full of persevering through less than favorable circumstances. And honestly, if this was your final year, it'd be pretty characteristic for how Chris Wondolowski's Major League Soccer career has been going. But this is my emotional appeal to you. Please, please don't retire. Please just play one more full season. And on a semi-related note, is San Jose going to make any more buttons? I'm almost 10 goals behind. Also, I got this on Wondo Day last year, and I was wondering if you could sign it. If I come back to San Jose, would you sign this, please? Thank you. I'm once again asking.
I am once again asking.
Please don't retire. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video, and a special thank you to Alex with the San Jose Earthquakes, who gave me an amazing tour of Avaya Stadium. I have every intention of coming back, hopefully in 2021 with Chris Wondolowski's final season. I hope you guys enjoy the quarterfinals this weekend, and I wish a best of luck to San Jose and all the other teams playing in the MLS is Back tournament. Until next time, peace, love, and soccer.